From the last time I've done a video, I I think I was 6 weeks into starting strength, and at the time I had just come off of like a 20-pound weight loss, and I was just, I was maintaining my weight, which, was good for me. And then they told me there was a strength lifting meet in Wichita Falls, and then I got all excited and started trying to lift all of the weights, and I had to eat all of the food to recover, which worked, and I put on about 10 pounds of muscle. That was fun. And I didn't know what was going on because I knew I was gaining weight, and I was like, but my clothes are shrinking, so this is really weird. And I said, well, after the meet, which was 3 months from that time, I said, after the meet, I'll go and do another DEXA because I had just done a DEXA. And I did, and I had put on 10 pounds. 9 pounds was muscle, 1 pound was fat. And so, I was happy with that, but, it was very weird because it's just like, I know I'm gaining weight, but my clothes are getting smaller. This whole thing is just really strange. So I was happy with that. And then that was probably in late November, and I was just maintaining. And then I think Christmas and everything, I said, I'm going to lose a few pounds here. That didn't go so great because holidays. And then I got COVID, and so that put me out of the gym for a little bit. And then I said, well, let me really go on a diet. Still didn't go so well. And then finally, I broke down. Josh Wells told me to just get with Robert Santana and, get serious. I needed a babysitter. So he became my babysitter in maybe March. Lost a few pounds there, and then this whole move from Houston to Oklahoma kind of took over, and I fell off for a little while, and then now we're just getting back on. And so I got 1 more month, and Santana says I can go on maintenance for a little while, and I'll be happy, and then I can start lifting all the weights again, because that's what I want to do. But yeah, I think I've lost, when I put on those 10 pounds for the meet, I was up to about 215, 213, and the muscle looked great, but I'm always worried about my chin. I need a chin. So the muscle looked great, and then I took off. Right now I'm about 192 maybe. So trying to see if I get to 185 before I go on maintenance, and then I'll probably, put on a little more so I can get strong again because I feel super weak.
But man, I couldn't take my eyes off her. I was trying to always flirt, and coach at the same time, which
terrible flirt.
Yeah, she didn't really
Awful
pick up
flirt.
on it. But we had this gym social event where we were axe throwing, and I was like, man, dude, if something just was nagging at me, it's like, dude, you have to ask her out. You have to go get a slice of pizza with her. Or,
he did not.
Or something like that, right?
He did not.
Yeah, it ended up she asking me out for the slice of
I
pizza.
was trying to turn him down because I was trying to date someone else, okay? And I said, I think Chase is flirting with me. I gotta shut this down when we go to this little event, And I said, he's too young. He's just, no, all of this is wrong. No, just chill out. And that didn't really happen. We were just chit-chatting at the event, and yeah, pretty much I wanted pizza because there was a pizza place that I knew that I really liked downstairs from the axe throwing place. And we went down there, and his idea of, I guess, taking me out on this date was, hey, champ, I'll buy you a slice of pizza. That's literally what he said.
It was not like that.
But anyway.
No, you're the one who came on to me first.
What? There was no coming on.
Yes, because in my mind, okay. I'm like, oh my God, oh shit, this is happening. Like, what do I do? What do I do? So, we start talking, and then, yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm kind of talking to someone. I'm like, well, how big is he? Is he
oh my God, he made fun of this man.
Yeah, and she's like, he's kind of tall, skinny. I'm like, skinny? I kind of, flexed up and kind of did this a little bit, and she's like, kind of give me the eye. I'm like, oh yeah, well, see, I can kind of take care of you. I can throw you on my shoulder if I need to. Instead of, some dude with toothpick legs and arms, breaking underneath you or something like that, right? I can pull you up from a fire or whatever the hell I need to do, right? Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So she was like, all right, whatever. And I think she didn't fully buy it at the start, but I just kept on nagging at her.
Yeah.
And then,
I kept trying to push him off, but yeah, he just kept being like, hey, you want to go to the park? So
yeah.
That's how it happened.
And then, yeah, I asked her, I was like, I want to move around. I want to start opening up these gyms. Would you be willing to come with me and stuff like that? Because I know her former job, being in the oil industry, it's always kind of fickle, right? You don't know if you're going to have a job one season or if it even is a season. It's a hit and miss kind of scenario sometimes. So I'm like, here, I kind of laid it out all over. I'm like, this is a great living, you're going to make a ton of money. I mean, not as much maybe as the oil field, but you're definitely going to make a living with more freedom in the sense that, you can be your own boss, you can do whatever the hell you want to. And that really clicked with her, and I was like, look, I got to have a chick who also spends a lot of time in the gym too, because I'm here 24/7. I train 5 days a week all the time. So having a social life outside of this, it's almost non-existent. Like, I'm pretty mundane and boring outside of here. So I was like, look, you're coming with me. You have to come, or I'll chain you to my wrist and I'll just drag you here.
Yeah.
That's essentially
He's basically a 65-year-old man, if that reminds you of anyone else. Hopefully we can, the idea was to open these, all around, since both of us can, travel at this time. Wherever, we need to go. Obviously, Edmond hopefully will open, and we can, go open that one. But, as we get people raised up to coach, hopefully we can kind of move around and do that for a little while at least.
Eventually, kind of just sat back and just watched her, and yeah, she's a hell of a coach. She's doing really good. She struggles with a few things here now, but it's nothing to where it's like, oh, come on, Phoebe, you know that, But yeah, she's handling basically all the morning stuff, and I'm handling a bunch of the evening stuff. In some of the morning classes, I hang around just to make sure, like, we have one or two clients that maybe need a little bit more attentive care, in the sense that just, they're very new, they're very green. Their form is very, very terrible in the sense that they just can't get down to depth, or they're rack pulling, and they can't really keep with the same flow of everyone else in the class. So I'll kind of hang out and coach them. But, I'll still watch her out of the corner of my eye, and she's over there just with her hat on, her captain's hat, and just running the ship. She's doing good.
Couple told.
I know it hurts my back because I have to carry the damn team so damn
Wow. Okay. No. And
much.
secondly,
Well, I got to diet. You don't have to diet.
once
Just
I'm
get
done
strong.
dieting, people, okay, I'm going to lift everything. All right. I should be at a 400-pound deadlift almost right now. I should be pretty close. Okay. But I'm nowhere near because I lost weight and now I am weak.
With my PRs on my lifts, I've squatted 655, I've pressed 405, benched 435, pulled 700, and then now I'm working a lot on my Olympic training. I've clean and jerked 160, I snatched the other day 130, and then clean and press also 160.
My deadlift, the last time I've lifted heavy was at the meet, the strength lifting meet. That was, my deadlift was 317, my squat was 275, and my press was like 104. But again, haven't been able to really lift heavy since then because I'm always doing weird stuff. So, but I kind of kept up with those numbers. Mostly my PRs have been on volume. Like, my last volume PR was like 260 for 3 sets or 5 sets of 3 or something like that. 3 sets of 5, 1 and 2. But yeah, that was like right after the meet. Oh my God, I was so strong after the meet. It was great. My butt looked amazing. If I just had a chin at that time, I would have stayed there. It was great. Well, I guess nobody even knew, or most people don't really know, do they? Well, now they will. No, most people didn't know until we went to Wichita. I didn't quite, I don't know. He's so young, so and I'm just old grandma over here. So, that's the, I guess, been the biggest thing for us is just we're far apart, but like I said, he acts like an old man, so that's good. And he's small townish, so I don't have to worry about him too much. He's just really annoying. This whole diabetes thing is like super annoying. He's always cranky. And you gotta feed him all the time, and make sure he doesn't get angry and throw something. He screams a lot whenever he's lifting and all this other stuff. So But other than that, you know, he is kind of the teddy bear type. He's just really annoying. And when I'm coaching, he's like, "You didn't do that." I'm like, "Yes, I did." I'm like, you know, he doesn't see half the things. You know, they say men have selective memory. He has like selective seeing.
No.
So, but you know, I just do it over again. That's all. So he's toughening me up for the seminar. Well, I mean, working with him has not been as bad as everyone thought, I guess. They always say we act like an old married couple and we we argue all the time. But you know, to me, that's totally normal for what we normally do. But I try to really separate the two as much as possible, because otherwise I'd kill him. But you know, he makes up for it and you know does nice things sometimes. He's all right. He didn't have too long though. I told him by 33, okay, I got to move around, so he better make up his mind. Art's, I mean, not Art. Rip's probably going to tell him to never get married, though. So.
Probably.
Yeah. Is that?